Hello, everybody. We're going to get started today. It's been a hot moment. Last week was way too busy for me to stream, and it's probably going to be that way. Next week will be fine. It'll be the week after where it gets super busy for me. Um, but yeah, it's December, so it's that time of year where it gets super busy for everyone. As of today, we're gonna wrong one. We're gonna return to Final Fantasy 14. So big update. We did get a guild house started. So here's what this looks like. I've already kind of started setting some decorations and things. Um, I think today we're gonna work on either a mixture of leveling and getting the rest of the felines from Monster Hunter. So I have him with his little desk set up as if he's doing shit. And then that right there. But if you come down here is where I put a little more effort in. Like I'll have a place for my friend that loves the cooking aspect of this game to have when he makes tabletop stuff to able to place that down somewhere. And all that. And then there's a whole book area and I tried to make it look kind of lived in. But that, it's my place. So now, we got a lot of side stuff we didn't do. A lot of side stuff we didn't do. So one of those things, let's see. There was one in particular I wanted to get done. I need to find, I believe it's the occult dungeons, the brand new dungeons. To see how those are, because a lot of people said they're okay. It's just you have to do it all at once, and that's kind of the problem with them. So, I guess today we will find out. I also spent all my money, literally. So, luckily enough, I have some, just not very much. Go ahead and give me that much, so that way I can teleport around, repair, and I don't feel like I don't have anything. Okay, so first things first, I don't know where to start any side stuff. I don't know any of that information on the top of my head. So what I'm gonna do now is I am going to teleport myself to the new area. I'll go ahead and Thrall. Get myself here. That way I can look up if I have the quests available to me. If so, where they start, because I have quite a few. Just like purple quests here, you know? So it's one of those things of I just gotta kind of figure it out. I think we may start with more Arkvale. Arkvale was fun. You guys saw me fight it once. I did fight it quite a few times after. The thing we would be going after would be the Junkmonger, Material, and Servant. Because we have the Mender, so it'd be these we'd be going after. I also need to figure out how to do the harder version of that. I don't think I've unlocked the Savage version of this. No, I don't believe we have, but I'm gonna double check just in case. Would that be under? Uh-oh. Wouldn't it be under this? Apparently not. Am I dumb? I feel dumb. No, it's right there. Okay. There's just not a lot here, so it's not separated. I don't know if there is a harder version of this. Well, there has to be, because we're not getting the tokens. Well, I guess what we do then... I also need to unlock ultimates, and I don't know how to do that either. So I'm gonna have to look some things up if we're wanting to do much of anything today. So I'm gonna go like this real fast. Drag that up there. Gonna hide my screen real fast. And then oh, it has an extreme. My bad. That's what they're called. Now, where do I start the extreme? Well, where does this quest start? Well, that's for Rathalos. I don't need Rathalos. Hold on. Okay, where is the... Where to start? Okay, this isn't actually helping me figure out where it starts. But where does... Oh, my phone's going off. And it's spam as far as I can tell. So... Start this one. Request How the West Was Sung. Okay. So I need to figure out how the West was sung. Was that in here? Right? That was him? No. Over here? No. It was one of these. That one. Okay. Apparently we need to go over here. Real fast. Sorry, I have to click back into the streaming software so I can actually see chat and do things. We're gonna go back over here now. Apparently there's a man. Oh, it's him. Okay. Yeah, that makes some sense. Hey, you changed your outfit, I think. Yeah, give me yeah, yeah. See? Alright, so there's a cloud of darkness chaotic. That sounds horrible. This, on the other hand, might be okay. I killed an arc veil. Is what happened. Yeah, I'm just quickly reading this as we go. Yeah, now he's singing about it. And now that's gonna be available. Cool. It's gonna kick my butt, but that's okay. I don't know if I'm quite awake enough for this yet today, but I'm very curious. I don't see it here. Is it now? Well. Fuck. I wasn't in Discord, so... Interesting. Alright, so average item level is 740. Okay. Which I don't believe I am at. Yeah, I'm 8 away. That's saddening. But, alright. So be it. So we can't do that one yet. I guess the other one to look up... Because eventually I'll accept all these, but if I accept all of them now, then, like... it becomes a problem. Where I can't accept any more quests. So... Okay. So now it's the... one thing to try to get better loot, I think. What is it called again? Was the new dungeons type of dungeons? Don't know where to start that either. So here we go. We're gonna go like this again. I'm gonna look it up because I don't know. Okay, Final Fantasy 14. God, I can't remember what they're called. Are they deep dungeons? I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right at all. Oh God, what were they called? Uh, um, God, what is that called, man? Um, hey, I am not getting much information. I don't remember what it's called. Variant dungeon, right? Right? I think. Definitely not what I'm thinking. Um, ooh, yeah, that's not it either. Okay. Well, you know what we're gonna do instead? We're gonna do some leveling. That's what we're gonna do. Because I don't know if I can remember. So this is gonna be the fun time where I'm gonna spin a wheel and it's gonna tell us what we need and so on. What are we gonna be playing as? Wait for it to pop up. Alright. Spinning. A paladin. Alright. Level up the paladin. I need. Oh, I'm pressing all the wrong button. Boop. Alright. Look back in. Disappear for a moment. We're gonna go like this. Alright. My very low level paladin. Let's go into the roulette. And apparently a guild heist is looking for tanks, so I'm gonna quickly try to get into that. And go from there. Yep, that's what we're gonna do today, is a roulette of leveling. Until I get sick of it. Then we might move on to something else, but I'm not quite sure. I've been having a lot of difficulties figuring out what I want to do. So, just saying. I think that's gonna matter since I'm gonna sync anyway, but just in case, you never know. I think this is what kills the game for me, is the wait time. The wait time is getting... I don't like waiting 5 minutes, because I don't have a lot to talk about. So it's mainly me just rambling until the thing pops. I wish there was, like, I don't know, something better I could do. But not really. This is just how it is. But the 7.4 comes out on the 16th. I will sadly probably not get on immediately. On the 10th, Warframe is going to be what I'm streaming and what we're going to be doing the entire time. So prepare yourselves for a lot of Warframe because of the old piece coming out really soon, on top of like a bunch of other things that have happened that I am excited to get back into Warframe on the 10th. Because we're gonna have to like recustomize our drifter and operator, and we're gonna have to like redo all that because they get a shiny new update as well. Before we like get into any of the main story of the new expansion. So I think it'll be a great time. I think I'm gonna have a good time. As of right now, I am just chilling with my comfort game, which hasn't really been Final Fantasy anymore. Especially after we caught up to the main story, it's been very difficult for me to find the motivation to like keep playing, because I feel like I'm boring to watch if I'm not playing story, you know? So it's one of those things that I need to kind of get over and be like, hey, just you do you, man. People will come and watch if they find you entertaining. And not really let myself get, like, scared to keep streaming. Because that shouldn't be a thing, right? I shouldn't have to think about it that much. So, not going to. Dear fucking God. We needed tanks, but apparently not that bad. I'm hopefully gonna get like a level for the paladin, and then we'll we will spin the wheel again, which maybe I should get some like hotkeys for it. That way I don't have to click out of the game. I can just do it. But I don't actually know if I have any more like weird keys I can use, because I've already used a lot of mine. Interesting. Oh, yeah. He's just a retainer thing. Would go out in the world, but if I go out in the world as this character, we're just gonna get stomped on. Or this class, because it's level 30. I mean, I also got to think about some glam that I want, because with 7.4 coming right around the corner, like, they've sat there and made every class, like, the class stuff is no longer, like, a thing when it gets turned into glam, I assume. Which will be nice, because then you can just grab stuff if you like the look of it and put it on whatever character you want. Be a good time. Bum bum bum. No, so far I've really liked my Dark Knight, and I really like Sage and White Mage. And then as DPS, I'm really falling in love with Red Mage and Reaper. So I think those might be some of the classes I really try to focus on to get to 100. I think I'm going to get them all there anyway. Might as well, since I'm working on it, you know? It just takes time and effort to get everything up there. lot of time and effort. Especially when it comes to stuff like this. What the... Interesting. Yeah, let me go. I'm gonna fly around. While we're waiting, I guess. Oh yeah, I can't fly here. I guess what we could do is uncover the pieces of the map while we're chilling. Gotta be very careful not to piss anything off. If I piss stuff off, I will die instantly. Those are level 95. Nor can I run away from it, so... Luckily, I can go around the outskirts of the map. I'm not too terribly worried. See what we find here. I'm also just looking for any of the wind currents, aether currents, that's what they're called. Just to see, you know. Did this class not get updated? Yeah, it did. Just a gladiator experience at the bottom. Maybe it always says its initial class and I'm just not very observant when I gain XP. I guess I played Dark Knight, which doesn't have an original class, so maybe that's why I haven't noticed it. Because Dark Knight starts as Dark Knight. Shouldn't be yawning. I shouldn't be tired. I slept. I don't know why you stayed open. Alright. Now to go talk to this dude. Have everyone turned in. Yep, goodbye. Alright. Didn't quite gain that much XP with that, so kind of sad. But now we spin the wheel again. Alright, everybody. Spin. Maybe. There we go. Astrologian. Oh god. I have not played an Astrologian. I don't know how they work. So this will be a this will be an experience. Magic damage, heal, damage, use cast time, sleep. Okay, hold on. I need to move some things around. That's that. My resurrection. There is that thing. And then That is the second version of that. And that's drawing cards. Okay. Well, now with quickly looking at all that, let's figure out what I can do with that information. Leveling, commence. It's my first time as this class, so hopefully it's not too bad, but I don't know. I don't know how this class works, so I don't know what any of that was. Oh no. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Alright, so luckily it cut off this ability, I think. Alright, let's get to it. How interesting. I'm glad it's a lower level one, because then it makes it so the abilities aren't so overwhelming, like, to figure out. It does do, yeah, okay. Like, that does do what I think it does, right? And it does. Alright. Okay, I think I generally have an understanding what this all does. I can't draw cards yet, so kind of sad, but that's okay. Really spinning around the enemies right now, huh? They're also not taking damage, so I don't know if that's actually a thing. Okay, let's try to get this, shall we? Hell yeah. Alright. Gotta kill the giant poison flower. Can't get rid of them, apparently. Thought I might be able to, but I don't think I am. The heck? Yeah, no, I cannot get through the poison. I figured since it didn't have the white symbol above it, that, like, I figured as much. But I had to make sure. Be like this, I can. He just had 2 stacks of it, and I can't get rid of that. Not all at once, anyway. Got woken up immediately, but that's okay. Huh? Okay. Let's go ahead and sprint down. Rid of the poison on you. Then I can heal you. Alright. I'd appreciate if they didn't stand in the poison areas when they did them, but what do I know? Maybe they're not. I don't remember any of these enemies or how they work. It's been too long. Okay. So far, this class is pretty straightforward. I bet it gets super complicated once you can draw cards. From what I can see down here, it seems like it does get a little complicated down there. So... who knows? I don't. Alright, now to get to the next guy. Yeah, I can't remove this poison for some reason. I can remove, like, everything else, just not the poison from these dudes specifically. Dear God, they're getting stacks of poison now. I don't appreciate the stacks of poison, but what do I know? Please! Please stop getting stacks. Especially on the one I can't remove. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, that's not as bad. Okay. Just keep healing. Just keep on keeping on. Okay. So far this class isn't too bad. I thought I wouldn't like it as much, but I haven't even gotten into the card tricks or anything like that. I thought this class was more complicated. Probably does get more complicated, but by the time that happens, I'll be kind of used to the class, so... And then eventually I'll have to make a, for all the glamour for every single class, eventually. Once everything becomes unlocked. We'll see. Alright, he's getting a little low. Alright. Come on, let's kill the mushrooms. And get to the... I think this is the boss area, isn't it? There's still some mites. Alright, my bad. I thought the door would open. It did not. And they don't really need healed right now. They're actually self-healing quite a bit. God, I hate that noise. I don't like the goop noise. Please stop. Okay. Keep an eye on its health. Just to make sure they don't need any more assistance. But as of right now, they're doing just okay. Doing just fine. Oh. I don't know what... Nope, that explodes. Alright. Like, I don't remember that being a thing. Ding! Alright. Leveled up and everything. Like, look at that character. Loot can pass. Oh, hey, we're going in a wall for a moment. GG's, goodbye! Alright. Okay. So now, spin the wheel again. The wheel. Spin the wheel. And we get to play a bard. Alright. Back in. And a bard. That's gonna be here. Haven't played a bard in forever, so... Let's see. You over there. You over there. Over there. You over there. I think everything else is... Okay. Oh boy, I don't remember any of this. That's my AoE. I think this is also an AoE, but... Yeah, okay. That might be okay, because I think heavy shot goes in straight shot. Yeah, I think that works. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and go into that. Yay, the new region. And I still gotta go up a little more. So we're gonna do that. Hopefully not piss off any flying potatoes. Even though that's not what they say, that's what it looks like to me. Oh, hey, look, an Aether Current. Gib. Give me Aether Current. That'll be another thing we do so we can fly in every area is go get Aether Currents. Oh. Flying potato. Boom. Okay, now we gotta go to the other side of the lake. What the fuck? Oh, it's a world boss. What the fuck, dude? I hadn't seen that before. Again, let's try not to aggro anything. We could die really quickly. Because this is an area this character's not supposed to be in yet. But I do not care. Yeah, I'd forgotten I hadn't done any of the Aetherite stuff yet. I've been too busy with Destiny 2's update. I didn't feel like streaming that because last time I streamed it, it was a disappointment and I didn't want that to happen again. This time it was good, but, well, it's still Destiny. It has some issues. But the majority of it is better. It still has all the issues Destiny has. Hey, look, another Aether Current. Hatch. Give me the current. Give. And we're almost there. Alright. Hopefully that just uncovers the rest of this part. Cool. Because now we get to go to the other side. Just make sure we have everything. Oh, those aren't friendly. Okay. I thought maybe they would be since, you know. They're basically wild buffalo. I guess they weren't necessarily friendly. God, a 9-minute wait. We're number 10 on that wait list. Towards this, right? Oh, I'm glad I got out of the map when I did, because I almost ran into that. It's kind of the point of them to look like cactus. What is that? Oh, okay. Ooh. Uh-oh. Please don't have any range attacks that can insta-kill me. Alright, I think we're good. I think we made it away from him. This is just where the train goes into the area. Okay. So now... I don't like the snakes. Don't like it. Now it's back down over there. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and just teleport down here and go the other way now. We're gonna go clockwise this time. And get the last two spots of the map. Let's hope this is as easy as I think it's going to be. Nope, angry cactus. Hi, T-Rexes. I forgot there was dinosaurs here for some reason. Alright. One last spot, and then I believe this part of the map is... Nope, there's apparently one more, but I can't reach that without flying, so... That is perfectly a-okay. I think it was here, right? Aether currents. Go here, and we are... I believe here, right? That seems like a lot. Yeah, that is where we are. We are missing a ton of them. Jesus. I'm so used to, like, when I first started hunting for Aether currents and it not being, like, that many. And then this, the newer ones have way more. Hey, Paige, how you doing? Been a hot minute. But it's also been a hot minute since, like, I streamed consistently, so... Just keeps getting goddamn busy. Alright. We've unlocked the Cave of Bats, I guess. The joys of time zones, yeah. Definitely something. Hey, look at that. It's an Aether current. Must give. Time zones are always a kind of pain in the ass. Interesting. Anyway, you guys have fun praying to bones. I'm gonna leave now. I feel like there's a cult going on over there, and I don't want to deal with it. I also can't remember the way out, even though I have a mini-map that tells me where to go. But how is the page? How are you doing? Oh? The fuck was that? What disconnected? Oh, meanings of the word today. Oh no. Sorry to hear that, bud. I hope that tomorrow is a little bit better for you. I think that was this entire map besides that. Now to kinda just comb the outskirts, I guess, the rest of the way, just to find out if there's any Aether currents just hiding fucking corners. Okay, that was quick. Hell yeah. Yeah, I understand that. I think it's like once a month that happens to me where I just fucking die. For no good reason, you know? For no good reason, or I feel like it's no good reason. Alright. Bobby Sushi chicken. Yeah, that's fair. Ooh, we have a wall-to-wall person. Go. See if we can do wall-to-wall. Yeah, it looks like we're perfectly fine with wall-to-wall. Okay. I know a lot of time wall-to-wall stresses out the healer, especially if they're new, so I tend to not do. But this is a Sage, so maybe they're, you know, super comfortable with it. Who knows? I don't. I gotta train my friend on better healer ethics. I also gotta get them back on. Especially now that we have a place to call our own. Alright. Oh, one fight at a time. Exactly. Alright. Fuck you. Go, get away from me. Alright, now the button. It's also been a hot minute since I've done anything with Archer or Bard. Clearly the best place to teach healing ethics 101 is the piss dungeon. Ah, yeah. I mean, that one is definitely unique enough that it has some, like, mechanics to itself. I wouldn't necessarily complain about that one. I just need something, to, like, teach your distance and all sorts of things, but we will definitely see. I forgot I'm not a healer, and I almost clicked on my ally to heal. I am not that. DPS feels so much better to play when streaming, because I can look up and not worry about instant dying. And shit like that, you know? Alright. We also need to figure out controls better for her as well, because she uses controller, and that's not a great time. Which is why I switched to mouse and keyboard. And the reason I got an MMO mouse is to make this transition so much better. So you gotta kill this guy to get the key. There we go. I also need to do a lot more research before I play next. I realize I have no idea where to start 3/4 of anything. Because I think I'm gonna start on farming for the some of the wings, I believe. Which is gonna be a huge pain in my ass, but that's gonna be okay. I gotta do research on it because I don't know where to start anything or do any of that, so. And that will definitely be taking, like, an entire stream, most likely, so... Right now, we're just trying to level stuff up, so easy enough. That samurai has a very pretty sword. Just saying. Yeah, let's just try to correctly do damage to everything and hopefully kill everything within a timely manner. Preferably before they die. Okay. There we go. The game will be there when you're ready. Players, maybe not. But the game will. Yeah, that's kind of the problem with, you know, being as late to the party as I am. But I have caught up to current content, so, like, we did accomplish that. So now when new things come out, I can actually, like, participate. And not have a queue time of, like, 10 to 15 minutes. Boom. Hey, someone got to level 98. God damn. Oh, and they're gone. That's been kind of today's dungeons. It's been... Ow. Not even load in yet, you bastard. Yeah, fine. Take me to Old Charlian, that's fine. We'll hang out around here, I guess. Alright. Another wheel spin is what we're going to be doing. And that one. What class do we got to play now? Oh, mighty wheel. Pictomancer. Alright, the wheel has spoken. The wheel has spoken. We must play Pictomancer. Alright. Another class I don't quite understand how to play, so this will be a great time. It's also... I think I got things in place? I'm not quite sure. If I go like that, and then that gets everything set up for the bottom row. Interesting. Because I also gotta do the... What is it called? The Alliance raids for Endwalker. I didn't do those yet. It's another thing I have to do. Those I do know where they start, and it's in there. I think we'll do that once I get sick of, once I get sick of leveling, it will be fine. It's definitely an interesting class. Also never went over here to actually, like, look at the statue close up. Oh, it's hard catch-22 to either play way after and get long queues because there are fewer people, or you do it when the current and have long queues because no one is that far for all the parties are full. That is also fair. Yeah. You know, that is a good point. It's why I'm trying to get my friends to get like hooked into the game, but they're in a Realm Reborn still. One of them just hit Endwalker, but he like there's too much in the gaming sphere right now for him to like do any of that. You want a healer taxi? What does that mean? Do I want a healer taxi? Would you like to play with? Is that what you're trying to say? Because I wouldn't mind. It would make this stuff go much faster. I don't know if we're friends and... Maybe we should ask one question and wait for the response before asking more questions. Oh yeah, I forgot you. Yeah. Yeah, no, one of my friends is a healer, yes. And then one of my friends is a tank, and that frees up me and the other to pick up the DPS. So for most things that require 4 players, we got everything covered. It's just, you know, there's too much going on right now. Especially in the next week. So my plan, okay, because Destiny 2 just came out with its thing. I've been playing that, having a great time. Played it, and I'm like, cool. But then on the 10th, Old Peace comes out. Yeah, Old Peace comes out on the 10th, and I'm going to be streaming and playing the hell out of that. I'm going to have such a great time. But then it doesn't stop there. On the 12th, is, I believe, Path of Exile 2 gets the Druid. And I'm super excited from what I've seen of that. So that's going to be a great time. But then shortly after all that, God, what other game is getting an update? It's like on the 15th or 16th. There's another... Oh, Final Fantasy gets its update on the 16th. To where, the fuck? Why is he over here? To the point of that, you know? So, like... Oh... A lot's coming out all at once, and Final Fantasy is just gonna be, like, a dungeon, I think, and, like, a few quests. From what I can see, it's also the whole glamour update, so I'm gonna be delving into that quite a bit. But yeah, it's just all at once, and I'm super excited for the Old Peace. Like, I cannot wait to redo my operator and drifter and just kind of go through the story of the Old Peace on stream. And then once I do the Old Peace, what I'm going to do is do the new game modes, the Descending and the other one, to get Uriel, because he looks really, really fun. So that will be those streams. I have saved up enough plat that Wisp is my main, like, support character I love to play as, so like her getting a proto frame, and I'm all about that. All about it. So it's gonna be a busy few weeks, and I'm gonna have to split my time, but Warframe is gonna get the majority of it. Oh, is it? God damn. Okay, so Final Fantasy is a little more in-depth. That may get put off then. If it's like 2-3 hours of story and stuff like that, that's gonna be, that's gonna get put on a little bit of a hiatus then. Yeah. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind double checking, I'd greatly appreciate, because I haven't looked into the patch, I'm going to be honest, other than, like, everyone's freaking out about, like, I can wear whatever the hell I want, you know? Which I'm excited for. But if it is that big of an update, we may have to, depending upon how long it takes for me to grind the new Warframe stuff, that may get put off. As much as I love Final Fantasy, Warframe is my home game. What got me into streaming to begin with. So we'll be heavily going into that. Is going to be the next story patch. Okay, so yeah, it's going to add a lot. So that's going to get put on once I get done with grinding all of the new Warframe stuff. I think is when we're going to have time to do that. There's too much, because then I also want to play Path of Exile 2 with its update as well. So that's just going to be a balancing act of all that, because that's going to be how that works, I guess. Yeah, no. I'm gonna be getting Warframe done and then go into Final Fantasy. Stuff like that. Interesting. Yeah, story-wise, yeah, 100%. I could probably get through it pretty quickly. But it's the, it's everything in Final Fantasy that I would want to be doing. So, like, story-wise, yeah, I could probably get it 2-3 streams, if not 1 stream, depending upon my willingness to. Alright, this is what we need to hide for. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna, you know, get to play all sorts of things. Warframe's gonna take my time, but, I mean, that's okay, you know? And then, you know, immediately Wisp Proto Frame is going to be mine, so it's going to be several streams of that. Well, they get my commendation. God, people go in, get out of those really, really quickly. God damn. I feel like I'm super slow when it comes to that. But anyway, we're going to spin the wheel again, and we're going to figure out what we're going to be playing next. And we're gonna play Viper. No, 100% though, like, people are gooning the ever-living fuck out of that character, and I can't blame them. It be how it is. Oh god, okay, so second one goes over here. You are right here for now, because I don't know what you do. And you go here, you're in Bloodbath, you go there, there. Okay, you go over here. I don't know what any of this is. You also go over here. Well then, Okay, looks like these are combos. These two, in some fashion. Same with this one. So, Steel Fangs. Discrepancy of Steel Fangs. So, grants honored reserves. Oh god, okay. I don't know how any of this works. I'm trying to figure it out. There's my ranged. I'm guessing this is my AoE. All nearby enemies, yep. And that's another AoE attack. That's shares cast time with that. That's rush to a party member. Oh god. How many minutes after does it go live before someone finds out a way of... Yeah, you're not wrong. That's gonna be one of the immediate things people try to do with that. I can't even deny that. Like, that is definitely gonna be something people are going to be doing. Oh, what these two? So this is all nearby enemies, and that's level 20. Whoops. So we're gonna put you up here, since you are another AoE. And you're not, right? No, that's my ranged. Let's go ahead and go like this, then. Okay. Well, that's the best I got for this character, not knowing any of the combos or anything. So... Alright, well... Gotta go into a leveling with a... This is DPS. Yes, it is. So, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know if that's too long. I'm gonna be honest, people are gonna immediately do it. Are you kidding me? As soon as they unlock that character, it's gonna be within a few seconds. I think a few minutes is giving, like, some courtesy to people, but, Warframe's community is not... yeah, no. They know exactly what they want and what they're doing. Just saying. And I'm one of them, so... Probably gonna be posted almost immediately, because I think you gotta unlock the character, so it may be longer than minutes actually, because you gotta get the floor like 20, I think, or less than that. It's like floor 10 maybe, to get the character to show up in the sanctum anyway. So now that I think about it, you might be onto something. Might be a few minutes before people. Well, I guess no, because you could just buy the skin on your Wisp, and never mind. It'll... yeah, unless you just buy it. And yeah, yep. We had the same train of thought, just mine was a little later, and I'm like, wait, nah, that's pretty instant. Because the first thing I'm going to be doing when that releases is getting that Wisp skin, because I have the plat saved up. I have 700 and some odd plat, and I am good to fucking start. Now, I won't be staring at her ass necessarily. And I say necessarily because, like, she does stick it to the screen. So, like, you know, that's where the joke comes from. Okay, so doing that charges these. And then you can use both of them? Interesting. Oh, I combined the blades. Oh. Hopefully not. But, you know. Okay, so I combined the blade with that attack. And then, like, got it. I think I understand some of this class anyway. Yeah, definitely not. Or, you know, definitely won't be very distracted while trying to get quests done. Because I know the main story is Excalibur Prime, which will be kind of cool. To actually see him in-game, not just like in posts. Because I may be a very long veteran to Warframe. I remember the star chart back when it wasn't nodes on a planet, and it was that little, like, square box menu, and you had to go through all those, and you gotta complete all of them before you could move on to the next. I remember way back when. Oh, man. Before any story was even involved in the game. From 2013. Goddamn. If I still... Oh, Jesus. The machinist fucking picture. What the fuck was that? Now we need this key, but... Alright. Let's go! What an interesting, Whoa, okay. Okay. I am stuck. Cool. We did it. Yeah, God, I think I started in 2016. No, that sounds too late. I think it's like 2014. Because I remember playing it back well before anything, you know? What an interesting goddamn class this is. What the fuck? No, so what got me into Warframe is actually, back then I tested every game I could get a hold of, right? Any free game, any, like, anything I could get my hands on back then, I played. Quite a bit. And Warframe stuck out to me on its page. And ever since then, like, I was back, oh god. Maybe it was, I don't really remember. I was testing it, first off. I got in, like, testing. And then I, like... God, I can't remember when I started. Mainly because that email that I signed up with is no longer existing. Because it got hacked a long time ago, back when I was still in high school. So it, like, became an issue of I had to get rid of it, which was super sad. But that's also around the same time I started, like, Discount Humor and stuff like that, so... I wasn't really into... I'm still not, like, really into sitting there watching things. I will play games all day long. I'll do anything other than sit here and watch. So, I can't really say what got me into Warframe to begin with, because I don't, like... Back then, even now, I'm still not, like, heavily into, like, social media or into any of that, so it's just, you know... Yeah, so I'm guessing my thing was 2013, because I don't remember playing it for very long until, like, an official launch happened. And then, like, there wasn't a lot to do. Especially back then, there wasn't a lot to do. Because I also remember I was in middle school still. So, you know. Or just getting into middle school. Wait, hold on. No. That would have... No. Oh god, I'm old. I can't keep track of fucking time worth a damn. But, I realized that was high school, because I graduated, in 2016. That's... gross. God damn it. I'm so fucking... I always feel like I'm not that old, but then, like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I just turned 28. That is gross. Thank you for making me feel old. I appreciate you, Paige. Yeah. I always forget that somehow, you know? Yeah, you weren't far off. It's just one of those things I don't expect, Such a weird character. Interesting. It's just a lot of combos. Yeah, isn't that fucking weird, man? It's just... doesn't feel like that fucking long ago, and then the more you think about it, the more it's like, God, yeah, never mind. That is really like, old. Like, I started playing Warframe, like, for a long time. It doesn't feel that long, right? And then you think about it, and it's like 13 years. It's like, oh. Well. Shit. Half your life. Yeah, half my life ago. It just feels really weird to say that, you know? And then I get into games like this, and it's just like, I just started last year, and it feels all brand new, you know? That's why I, like, played it non-stop for a year. And then I got caught up to current content. But then, like, I can say the same thing about Destiny. Like, I played Destiny when that came out, and then I'm still playing Destiny 2 every so often. Especially when they do something good, then I'm, like, there for it, but... that's also, like, rare and far in between. I go in for seeing how the story is, and if the story's garbage, I leave. Whoops, I meant to do this one. I don't think I can say, like, I have several, like... God, now that I think about it, I have, like, probably 1,000+ hours. In fucking Warframe, man. Between the two, between the two consoles, or the console and the PC that I moved, I realized I have a lot of fucking time in Warframe. God damn. Interesting. Okay. Ugh, now you've made me sit here and think about, like, how old I am and nostalgia. Sitting there just like, yeah. But I wouldn't trade it back, especially for Warframe. I would, like, wouldn't trade that time back for anything. Warframe is always really, really good. Interesting. This just has combos that flow into one another. By the time I finish one of the combos, it leads me into the other. Interesting. It flows back and forth. Yeah, the PS3. Hell yeah. Pass on those. Player accommodation. I'm gonna give it to that one just because that picture is very funny. Yeah, D1 was a thing. That's for sure. I just remember raiding and having a good time with friends, and then it just, like, The second one, not so much. The second one, I just remember enjoying the story, and then that was it, you know? And raiding just was more of a pain, especially once we got older. It was so much work and effort, and it became more of a, like, a side thing if we had time. Alright, I'm gonna spin. And then I just kind of fell out of raiding, especially in Destiny, because I'm not a huge first-person shooter. I get to play Scholar. Scholar? Alright. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Once again, moving you, and you. I'm gonna go like that, so it goes right into it. Four. Yeah, isn't that wild? I can sit there and be like, yeah, I was there when the Red War happened, and people are like, especially when they're new to Destiny, it's like, what the fuck's that? And it's like, oh man. That's just saddening. Instant with healer, goddamn. The Star Wars story was actually okay, I didn't mind it. But, you know, I wasn't really worried about the Star Wars one. I'm worried about the one after that. Because I'm really worried that, like, just gonna kind of do the same kind of stupid stuff again. But, you know, I don't know, so... Whoops, you're right. I fucking left it there. Oh, man. I'm glad you said something, because my brain completely fucking sidetracked that shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. You're gonna die. Hopefully not, but you know, here we are. Yeah, Witch Queen was fun. Yeah, the seasonal story content is very annoying because I don't know what's going on like half the time anymore. Especially in any of it. Because like the Star Wars stuff brought like the Siege Orders, whatever the fuck they're called. And that's another one I don't know who they are, you know? And like my friend's like, oh well, in this one exotic, like that's all we really get unless you like dig deep into like a third-party page. And I'm like, yeah, no, if you're gonna bring in an organization and say, well, it's this big organization that believes in this, that's awesome, but like you never brought it up ever when we played, so like it doesn't feel good when you don't know who they are or what they're doing or why they do what they do. Is this my removal? It is. Just had to make sure, because I don't remember. What are you doing? Whoops. I don't know what that does. Oh, graduate restores HP of all party members. Okay. You know, I could read, and maybe I'll know. Alright, now I gotta kind of pay attention to the tank. Kind of. Pass and pass. I don't need any of that. Basically, the goal is to get them to level 50 and like get their class armor through the story once we get to that point. Oh no. I was not running. That's not a good... okay, we may have a problem. No. Like that. I'm getting you. I'm sorry. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Oh yeah, 100%. Alad V is like so confusing for new players. But like, I guess the difference between like Destiny's confusing story and Warframe's confusing story is Warframe like does it on purpose to like give suspense and things like that, while like Destiny feels like they just didn't have like coherent writers, if that makes sense. Like, because Warframe, even though confusing, is still very good in the writing and the tells, right? While Destiny, especially the second one, like, after Witch Queen and the final shape, I think were the last two really good ones. And even then, like, they still had some pretty mediocre ones in between all that. Like Osiris. DLC was garbage. But, like, Destiny within itself started with a story that didn't make sense. Destiny 1 story doesn't make sense. Because there was no cohesive, like, storytelling. Well, at least Warframe has cohesive storytelling, which they are trying to make better. Like, they just did the training, the train characters how to do things, you know? You're right. No, they, like... I mean, they just added, the one thing with Teshin to kind of, like, introduce Teshin to new players at the very beginning instead of, like, don't know who this guy is, but he apparently trained you. So, I mean, they can, and I think they will eventually go back to try to retain new players by adding story to the, like... Once you kill Captain Vor, it's not just like, well, now go do Star Chart. You know? Ding. Leveled up to 32! But, you know, it's one of those things that we'll have to see how they do it. That's like the... I have full confidence in Digital Extremes to go back and do things if they need to, you know. They're now worrying about, like, player retention, which is fair, considering it took till the second dream to get me, like, really hooked in and play more. Because before that, it was a major case of I just got on and grinded a little bit, and that was it. Once they started once they started adding actual story, it felt better. Yeah. Stop doing that. I don't need you right there. We'll put you over there. We'll put you there. So I don't need to keep summoning, don't need to keep summoning the pixie over and over and over. You're right. Yeah. Like, they have tried to make it their, like, best effort. You know? To really get the game, especially early game, people hooked sooner. So that way they have more of a player base and a more consistency with, you know, people. I don't even get the accommodated someone, and I received 2 immediately, and people are fucking fast with that shit. God damn. But yeah, no, it's one of those things. I don't have any gripes with how Warframe does its thing, especially now with Rebecca being really straightforward and to the point, and like, this is what we're doing, you know. It's such a great time. Alright, Nightbot, you're supposed to ban them or like remove them, but you don't. Sit there and stare at them. Why do you do that? Hold on, I gotta fucking go here, because it's not working like it used to. For some reason, I don't quite understand why it's not working right now, but it's just not. It's not working. Oh, I gotta into here. Man. This, I gotta swing the fucking ban act. Womp. Alright, they're gone. Yeah, 100%. I think they need to kind of get away from limiting players with the weekly grinds. I think. Oh, we get to play Reaper. All right, let's go. Reaper it is. But yeah, no, they need to get away from the whole like weekly like cap on things. Because that is one of the things that's drowning out one of my friends that really wants to play Warframe, but like, he wants to unlock Prophet Taker for the arc gun to summon, and like, to get that you gotta fully max out one of the factions in Fortuna. You gotta unlock and finish Fortuna's everything, and Fortuna, in my opinion, is still not great when it comes to doing any of its stuff. So like, he is struggling to stay at, like, every day to log in to like do any of that. Like, he just it kills him. No, I think 100%. I love the story and I love the quest and I love all that, but at the same time, you're right. I don't want consistency necessarily with like, oh, we know we're getting this, right? It would be kind of like this. The old piece is a real change to that because we get like a 1999 offshoot section thing, which adds, like, they're adding new game modes and they're doing things which makes it more fun, especially for a veteran player that is kind of sick and tired of the same kind of missions over and over and over. So we'll have to see how the new ones are, but the old piece is bringing a refreshing new modes, but at the same time, I would like to see them kind of, even they stated it, right? They stated it with one of the last dev streams that like they want to kind of step out of their comfort zone and do, more interesting things. So I'm hoping that they continue to like have that mindset, because if they continue to have that mindset, like, we'll be just fine. Also, this is going to be controversial in the Warframe community. I like that I can bring friends along with the new quests. I'm going to be honest, even if they haven't, like, completed the story, I can still take them on the, like, missions. It'll just strip away the story spoilers for them, so that way, like, they can still play with me and do things, like, with me, but they can't, like, they don't get spoiled by anything. I like that personally because I have several friends that just don't want to go through all the story, you know? So I think if they, like, I don't see that as a bad thing. I see them as that trying to include more people. Boop, hey Leon, how you doing? We're just doing some leveling today. I feel called out, I'm lazy. Hey, it's fine. Warframe is a lot to get into and takes a long time to, like, once you get through some of the story, it gets better. It's just getting to that story takes a while. And a long while. Oh god, I don't know this class. This is gonna be interesting, to say the least. Why is there flying cats? Where are we? We're in Heaven's Word, I think. Okay. Got this. I'm gonna lurk. Okay. I appreciate you. Maybe if you're playing Warfare, you wouldn't be feeling lazy. I'm gonna mob when I'm not in a match or distracted. Appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah. No, I have friends that really just want to chill with the game, and, I get that, because that's how I used to be before the second Dream, was I played every so often. Wasn't too terribly often. I don't remember this dungeon. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember this one. Do not remember. Okay. And everyone's getting poisoned. That healer really wants to get up and go, huh? And smash the wing. Well, you know, I don't remember that, so it must not be too terribly important if I don't remember it. All I know is I am here. Kill a big flower. Thanks. Yeah, I don't quite remember any of it, so that's okay. This healer really likes to be in the middle of the groups, huh? I just realized the healer is just like on top of me. Okay. Okay. Come here, everything. By death's design or some shit. Think you'll get to the boss? Oh, this one? Yeah, probably. Interesting. Oh, there's a T-Rex. I don't remember that. Let's go like this. Nope. I'm good. I do not need to be smashed. Thanks, big guy. Just like pressing buttons to figure out what they do instead of having to read them. Okay. see how it is. Goddamn. Why me? What did I do? Luckily, this one isn't on me, but I say that and I have a scythe, so maybe I should know what I did. Oh. Bye, big dinosaur. Bum 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 bum. It's been almost a year since I was in Heaven's Word, so yeah. And we only got one little bastard left. There is a wyvern, never mind. Wom wom. Been like 4 for you, yeah. That's the like crazy thing, right? Is like, for me, it's only been a year, but for others, it's been so much longer than that. Because, like, I got into the game incredibly late. Okay. By Death's Design. And they're both dead. Wow, that was really fast. Final Fantasy was a COVID game for you? Yeah. That's when, about the same time Shadowbringers came out, because that's about the same time I left GameStop, where I worked. I'm going to breed the shit out of that. Because that looks really cool, not gonna lie. Yeah, I still don't remember this, actually. Yeah, I still don't remember this one. It's a cool looking dragon. But, yeah, I don't... Are they about to get, slammed in by rocks or some shit? And we're gonna have to hide or something? Maybe. Oh shit, I am so sorry. Been too long. I meant to go more like that, to be fair. Was not getting more into Endwalker pre-release stuff. I wanted to keep myself unspoiled in all regards. Missed a once in a game life moment. Yeah, that's why, like, for Warframe, whenever they have anything, I sit there and watch it. Like, I will make time to see it or do things. one of the things I plan on doing is going to TennoCon one year. I want to go. But that will be a whole thing for later in life, hopefully. And he's dead. And Lancer Arm, don't care. Ants, don't really care. Did I even get the... Oh shit, that's full. Okay. I didn't realize my backpack was full of that sort. Well, yeah, that's right. Nope. May have lucked out because I didn't have space. But I don't think I got thing. No. Doesn't look like I did. That's okay. Well, yeah. I mean, Warframe tends to go around everything anyway. I need to find a shop. Can I sell to you? No? Okay, my bad. Let's go sell some equipment that I've been putting off. Because I'm like, it'll be fine. Now it's not fine, so... Hey, got his card. Cool. Yeah, I don't remember doing that one at all. Merchant. Doesn't matter, because I'm gonna go like this. Never mind. I'm just gotta be someone else. You. There we go. Alright, time to sell and clean out my inventory if it's not tied to anything. Okay. I'm just looking in the bottom of these to see. Care about those. Worked again. Okay. I mean, you've been accused of cheating quite a few times already when I'm, like, poking in stream. And I'm not quite sure why people just get super angry with you. And it's kind of insane. And so much. Fine, I don't need these. Doesn't have the symbol to say. Need that still. Well, maybe don't cheat. Have a good night, Paige. I appreciate you stopping in. So can't be sold. Port. Okay. Other than the items I can't sell, it looks like we're good. Here still is fine. I am gonna sell the things I don't need. Nope. No, no, no. I went trying to sort it. Don't get rid of it. Sort. Just go ahead and just get rid of them. Nope. Nope. Fart. And I think that's good. Okay. That I care less about. Alright. There we go. I think with that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up today. I'm gonna start doing little shorter streams because I got stuff I gotta get taken care of. But, as always, be nice, be kind, don't be an asshole, and I will see you all. Well, let's find someone to raid. I realized I could probably do that before that, huh? Do that before I get into the spiel of all of that. Like, yeah, so we're gonna send you all over there. As always, like I was saying before, be nice, be kind, don't be an asshole, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.